Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2, folks. Now, the last episode was absolutely filled with drama. Unfortunately, Emma died, Snake betrayed us, and it looks like the terrorists have launched Arsenal Gear. So let's see what's happened to us now.
Is he still alive?
I hope so.
I've checked everything, including the genome data, but there's nothing on this guy. NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up.
And you'll notice that this scene actually looks a lot like the one from MGS1. The torture scene there. And that's even more apparent as we come out of grainy vision. And oh my god, it's Dr. Octopus.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
Who?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
Well, don't ask me questions and then put fucking snake arms in my face. It's like when you're at the bloody dentist and they're ferreting about in your mouth and they start asking you questions. It's so annoying. They're just like, how's work been? And you're there like, oh, it's fine. Please get your tentacles out of my face. Note I said tentacles. Oh, hello. What?
I taught him everything.
I am your father.
Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me?
You don't remember. Your name, your skills. Everything you know, you learned from me.
What?
The 80s. A civil war. You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict.
Bloody hell.
When you were barely 10 years old, you became the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack, I was your godfather. I named you. When the war ended, you disappeared from the relief center. I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
It's an interesting coincidence.
If he's a lackey for the Patriots, I doubt he knows anything of interest.
We're not working for the Patriots, we're with Foxhound, you fool.
We'll use him like you suggested.
What about Dead Cell?
Ignore them.
Oh, and Ocelot's liquid hunting up again.
Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
Ah, so does that mean that Snake's nearby?
In another hour, we demonstrate the power of Arsenal Gear.
Attack with standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the
Bollocks, so our
troops?
virus didn't work.
The men are being refitted with Arsenal Gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
Is that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
Yeah, sorry about poking your eye out, but you shouldn't have attacked me with a fighter jet. That'll teach you.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic. Where am I? Why, inside Arsenal Gear, of course.
Blimey.
Actually, we're also inside the memory of Shadow Moses.
It's a very similar room, isn't it? Very, very similar.
I'll take this back. You don't need this anymore, do you?
Olga.
A foul wind is blowing. We shall speak again.
So she's working with Snake and he betrayed us to go to her side. Fantastic.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
Good of her to
What
sort
are
of
you
avoid
up to?
looking at our swing.
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
What does she want with us?
Mr. X? Ninja?
Correct. It's me.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No, that was just a smokescreen.
A smokescreen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No, the Patriots.
What?
I
Well said, Raiden.
My troops betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage by the Patriots. It all started
shit.
2 years ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots.
Oh,
In
God.
the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network. I've never even held the child in my own arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives. 2 years ago, they were responsible for getting us out of the sinking tanker alive.
Oh, wow. So Snake must have found Olga in the wreckage and saved
So
her.
you were partners since the incident?
No, I only found out the truth shortly before this,
Huh?
when I confronted him here.
You fought with Snake? When?
Well, it was around the time you were holding hands with that girl.
Snake.
Snake has rather kept us in the dark on all this, and why has he put us in the middle of bloody Arsenal gear if he's not actually
So
a bad
you
guy and
joined
Olga's
hands
working with
him
us?
to pay back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
My job was to assist you. If Solidus gets away with Arsenal, your mission is a failure. The Patriots would judge that as failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
No
So you
pressure.
did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be waiting there. I gave him a card key for the hangar.
Does Snake plan to destroy Arsenal gear?
No, even for Snake, it's impossible to completely destroy this thing. The
Yeah,
only
it's
option is to
huge.
stop Solidus and his
Oh
men.
my god, look, that's at
What are you
least...
going to do?
Oh my
Stay
god.
concealed.
It's an army of Metal Gear Rays.
I still can't afford to be discovered.
Jeez.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
Oh, well, there was no need for that. Hope she didn't punch me in the nethers. Sharing is caring. Fair enough. And will she be true to her word and let us go? Oh. Rose.
Jack, are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
ICC rules don't mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now.
Oh, that's
I was just
disgusting.
one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated by them.
It was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was
Poor
never a real
Raiden.
reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Bloody hell, can you imagine that? It's no life, is
I'm
it?
not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Ugh.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still taste the gunpowder they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The gunpowder had toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controllable.
Bloody
Oh
hell.
my god!
When the Civil War ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack!
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No! No!
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on, take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
Fair enough.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
Also a good point, Rose.
I don't
Also
want
a
to
good
share
point.
my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
Bloody hell, you weren't a child soldier, were you?
The last 2 years with you, it's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
But I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting
Oh,
a family.
don't go dumping your girlfriend. You're in a
There's
bloody
no way to
mission, you
erase my
dick.
childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
So, Raiden is actually some crazy tortured child soldier with a fairly horrible history. But in fairness to him, I wouldn't say that his history's his fault. Like, yeah, it's horrible, but it shouldn't stop him from wanting to start a family. They weren't his actions. He was forced into it. Now, funny little... First of all, let's acknowledge the fact that we are absolutely starkers. I mean, we are bolloco. And there's a sort of funny extra thing you can do where you can like hide as if you're back in the machine, and thankfully that can of light soda rather covers up our modesty. So let's get cracking and try and find our way out of here. Unfortunately, no clothes in there, just some cold medicine, because obviously Raiden is running around in this fairly cold looking facility in the nip, and it might all get a little bit chilly, so we're going to start sneezing away like Snake did when he came in from the rain on the tanker. Right, now this section of the game, I remember it's pretty tricky actually, because we have no equipment to speak of, which I'm pretty sure is what Campbell's about to tell us.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue your mission.
Hey,
I lost all my gear. I need to locate
something's wrong with
Snake.
the transmission, I
He
think.
was never factored into the simulation. Leave him out of this.
I can't do much naked, especially in this temperature.
That's true. You won't be able to attack or enter the hanging mode either.
I think Snake has my gear.
I think if Raiden moves his hands, we'll already
Take
be in
out
hanging
Solidus
mode.
and his men. You must recover Arsenal intact.
Colonel, are you under orders from the Patriots?
Your role, that is, mission, is to infiltrate the structure and disarm the terrorists.
My role? Why do you keep saying that?
Why not? This is a type of role-playing game.
What?
The point is that you play out your part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never met you in person. Not once.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, who are you?
No more questions. We have Rosemary.
What
What?
do you mean by that?
Over and out.
Something is not right at all. Colonel Campbell in MGS1 could be a bit of a dick, but that is a really, really weird behaviour for him. Especially to threaten Rose like that. Oh, here he comes again. You better have some explaining to do, Campbell.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you
Do
say?
what?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry. It's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are
What?
you talking about?
Raiden, something happened to me last Thursday when I was driving home. I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
The
It was
sun?
moving very irregularly. Suddenly, there was intense light all around me, and when I came to, I was home. What do you think happened to me?
Huh?
Fine. Forget it.
Something really weird's going on. Now I think it's just going to be Campbell if we answer the call. He's going to be sort of calling us with these weird ass
Even
things to
my
say.
patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Campbell's going to come in and kick some ass. So yeah, things start getting really, really weird from this point. Campbell is going to be contacting us with all these crazy, crazy things that he's going to be saying. And really, we've no idea what's going on. What the dickens is basically my summary of events, and don't come this way. Shit. This bit can be really, really tricky. Right. There we go. Well snuck, Raiden. Well snuck. Sneaked? Snuck? Go on. What's Crazy Campbell going to say to us this time? They're kind of funny, actually, these conversations that he has with us.
Infiltrate the enemy fortress. Outer heaven.
Okay, this is the
Destroy
start of Metal
the
Gear
final
1.
weapon, Metal Gear.
Well, this is very odd now. That's a camera, you silly boy! God damn it. Shit. Ah. I think I might have really stuffed this up now. Damn it. And these crazy Arsenal soldiers are really powerful. I'm just going to run through here, because that's actually where we need to go. And thankfully, thanks to plot armor... oh dear, sneezing. Thanks to plot armor, we can just get through there and the alert will stop. Go on, Crazy Campbell, what have you got to say now?
Honestly, though, you have played the game for a long time. Don't you have anything else to do with your time?
Nope. Oh, Campbell, seriously do one. Don't want to talk to you. You're just scaring me now. Bless you.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't. I think you should know, though. On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate.
Uh-oh.
Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but...
Well, that's not very nice. And this bit is really bizarre, how it just starts playing a video of this woman sleeping on a deck chair. And basically the whole section of this game is just engineered to make you think, what the flip is going on?
13. Rescue Merrill, the return of Ginola.
Some random VR mission from Metal Gear Solid 1 in the extra VR missions game. Really, really, really bizarre. Everything will make sense eventually, and even if you cartwheel as Raiden, I don't think you can see his bits and pieces, obviously. I imagine they just didn't even put them on the character model, but it is pretty weird that we're just running around, bum showing, doing some naked running. And basically at this section we are trapped in this room and we have to listen to Campbell going bananas.
When the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey Rock. I need scissors. 61.
I don't think the Colonel's feeling very well, folks. I think something might be wrong with him. Let's be honest about that. Okay, stop calling us. Just trigger the cutscene already, come on. We've had quite enough naked running for this episode, thank you very much. Ryan's got some pretty weird tattoos. They're sort of like barcodes all over his body or something. Go on, I'll speak to you one more time. Oh, it's Rose.
Jack, it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence.
Say what?
I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me?
Yes, by the Patriots.
What? So the whole relationship's been a lie.
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word. Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone. Like what I felt for you.
So that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know
does
what
make
I
a bit
did
more
was
sense
wrong.
now, doesn't it?
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
You must have gone over my psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
It was my job.
Great performance. Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance. It was worse to lie to myself than to you.
I'll be the judge of that, thank you very much.
The more it hurt, because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real thing.
Oh, Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that? It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm carrying... I'm pregnant, Jack.
What is going on with her now?
Rose, what's going on?
Jesus crikey.
Amazing how you walk around like that.
Snake!
Been waiting long?
Well, you've got some explaining to do, Solid Snake.
Where's my gear?
Right over there.
How's he managed to sneak around with all that?
That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell me?
Risky little technique.
You never asked.
He loves saying
Not
that, does
happy
Snake.
about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell, Arsenal is headed for Manhattan. I don't know what Solidus is planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's
True.
also a troop of production model Rays ahead.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
Yeah.
Balls.
Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
How?
I've stocked up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah, Olga left this for you.
That's right, folks. We get a ninja sword. Oh yeah.
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades. Move the right stick up and down to make a vertical slice, and left and right to slice parallel to the ground. Move the stick in a circle to do a rotating cut. Push it forward to lunge and strike. You can guard with your blade if you have the L1 button pressed down. You should be able to deflect a bullet or two.
Badass, we can deflect bullets just like Mr. X did. Well, Olga, I should say, when she saved us from the hostage room, you'll remember. And you can also swap between a stun mode and a lethal mode with the blade. Obviously, it's got a blunt edge, which Olga used against us, with a sort of electrocuting effect, which I don't think actually appears in-game. But the sword is a pretty cool weapon. And who can really argue with being given a ninja sword? Let's put our body armor back on as well, before we forget. I think I've had enough practice, Snake, thank you. Now you can actually knock Snake out here with the M9 and get his dog tag, but all you get rewarded with really is a kick in the face, so if you want to do that, fire away, but it's not really like necessary. And once we've dicked about with the sword for a bit more, I'm pretty sure the cutscene should trigger. And the sword controls are pretty odd. They're nowhere near as tight as obviously like Metal Gear Rising, but they work well enough with the analog stick. And Raiden seems to be really getting the hang of it.
Come on, time to go. If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
I love how they put that in,
Wait
just
up,
like
Snake.
such a
What?
random nod to the gameplay elements of this game. Because obviously you can get the infinite ammo
Snake,
bandana.
Have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Diminished sense of reality, huh? VR training will do that.
No, it was field training when I was a kid. I lied, Snake. I have more field experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember only the good part, the right part of what you did.
There's no right part in murder. Not ever. And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
Then what are you and Otacon fighting for?
A future? You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem. Come
As
on.
good advice as any.
Snake, Raiden.
Otacon, you alright?
Yeah, so are all the hostages.
That's
Brilliant.
good news.
How's everything on your end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Just a
Strange?
bit, yeah.
How?
Just strange. No idea.
Interference?
I don't know.
Where is this colonel?
I don't know. I've never met the man, actually.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I might be able to help. The frequency is 141.12.
Alright, cheers, Otacon. Very strange what's going on with the Colonel, that's for sure. Ah, bollocks. And that's another alert mode that we can't avoid. So, in the next video, folks, we will take on the Arsenal soldiers that are attacking us. And look at the map now, it's this crazy, like, turtle thing. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.